Welcome to a journey of calm and clarity, where we explore the quiet beauty of Japanese garden layout. Today, we'll uncover 5 common DIY garden mistakes and learn how to fix them with grace. Whether you're starting fresh or rethinking your space, this story is your guide to landscape design tips that transform confusion into calm. One of the most common mistakes is overcrowding. Japanese garden layout thrives on space and breath. When too many elements fight for attention, the eye can't rest. Instead, keep it minimal. Let each stone, plant, or lantern stand with intention. Simplicity brings meaning. This is where Japanese garden ideas truly begin. Balance is not symmetry. A frequent DIY garden mistake is placing elements evenly on both sides, hoping for harmony. But Japanese garden layout seeks asymmetrical balance. Place a large stone on one side and balance it with 3 smaller elements on the other. The result feels natural, like a landscape shaped by time. Flatness is another misstep. Gardens without elevation feel lifeless. Japanese garden layout uses layers. Mounds of moss, raised rocks, or sloped gravel beds. These changes in height mimic nature's terrain. Try adjusting levels with subtle earthwork or terracing, and your space will gain new depth and energy. Ignoring the path is a silent mistake. In Japanese garden design, the path is the experience. A straight walkway is rarely used. Instead, winding pebble paths encourage slow steps and mindful observation. Create curves, let plants spill near the edge, and guide visitors gently, not just through the garden, but through a story. Water, or the lack of it, changes everything. Even in dry gardens, the suggestion of water is vital. A dry stream bed, raked gravel resembling ripples, or a subtle bamboo fountain adds life. Without it, your layout may feel static. Japanese garden ideas often revolve around the flow, whether literal or symbolic. A garden that ignores seasonal change misses its full magic. One mistake in DIY garden planning is using only evergreens or non-native plants. Japanese garden layout thrives on the drama of shifting seasons. Cherry blossoms in spring, maples in fall. Each season should bring a new layer to your story. Over-decorating with ornaments is another trap. Too many lanterns, bridges, or statues can turn a serene space into a theme park. Use one feature as a focal point. A stone basin, a single lantern tucked beside moss, or a weathered Buddha. Let Restraint be your boldest choice in landscape design tips. Neglecting the borrowed view can be a missed opportunity. In Japanese garden layout, the view beyond your fence matters. Frame a neighbor's tree or distant hill instead of blocking it. Bamboo screens, open trellises or window-like cuts in hedges bring borrowed scenery into your design effortlessly. Plants should not dominate the space. A common DIY garden mistake is turning the area into a dense jungle. Japanese gardens use plants sparingly, placing a single fern, a slow-growing pine, or a small grove with precision. This creates pause and rhythm, a dance between green and gravel. Ignoring moss is a missed invitation to calm. Many skip over moss, seeing it as a weed or hard to maintain. But in Japanese garden layout, moss is grounding. It softens rocks, blankets soil, and signals age and serenity. Encourage its growth in shady, damp areas, and let it tell a story of time. Lighting can make or break your garden's mood. Harsh floodlights ruin ambience. Instead, choose soft, hidden lights that glow from under stones or behind bamboo. These subtle touches transform your Japanese garden layout into an evening sanctuary and turn DIY garden mistakes into illuminated elegance. Neglecting sound is easy to do. Yet, in a Japanese garden, sound is part of the design. The rustle of bamboo, the drip of water into a basin, the crunch of gravel underfoot. These add invisible texture. Without them, a garden can feel sterile. Use sound to awaken the senses. A gardener doesn't consider views from indoors forgets half its life. Your Japanese garden layout should be beautiful even when viewed through a window. Frame it like a living painting. Whether from the kitchen or your reading nook, let it greet you with peace throughout the day. Forgetting the pause points is another subtle DIY garden mistake. Gardens aren't just for walking, they're for stopping. Include a bench beneath a tree, a flat rock near the pond, or a quiet corner to sit. These resting places give your landscape design tips a soul, spaces not just to see, but to feel. Clashing materials often break harmony. Mixing too many textures, bright plastics with weathered stone, shiny tiles with soft gravel, creates tension. Japanese garden ideas prioritize natural cohesion, use wood, stone, and earth tones to maintain a consistent language of tranquility. Too much symmetry in planting breaks the natural rhythm. Rows of matching shrubs or perfectly spaced flowers look artificial. Instead, embrace nature's irregularity. Let one side be wild and the other clean. Japanese garden layout is about imperfection, and in that lies its grace. Fence lines are often ignored. Many DIY gardens stop at the edge. But Japanese garden layout includes the boundary. Bamboo fences, stone walls, or hedges complete the experience. Treat the edge with care. It defines the enclosure and gives the interior garden strength. Color overload disrupts serenity. A rainbow of flowers might work in cottage gardens, but Japanese garden ideas favor restraint. Whites, soft greens, and muted reds allow the textures and shapes to lead. When a color does appear, like the pop of a red maple, it becomes truly special. Improper scale is a quiet mistake. Placing a tall stone lantern in a tiny courtyard overwhelms the space. Every element in your Japanese garden layout should suit its surroundings. Use proportion wisely. Let small elements dominate small spaces, and larger pieces speak only when invited. Avoiding negative space is another common error. A cluttered garden leaves no room to breathe. Embrace empty gravel patches, untouched corners, or wide-open paths. These voids carry meaning and balance the fullness. This is a key landscape design tip rooted in Zen simplicity. A garden without a story is just scenery. Japanese garden layout isn't only about placement, it's about meaning. Let each element represent something, a journey, a memory, a spiritual truth. Whether symbolic mountains or a dry stream for life's flow, add depth beyond design. Forgetting time is another misstep. Many rush to finish their garden in a weekend, but a true Japanese garden unfolds slowly. Moss takes months to settle. Trees grow with age. Let your DIY garden grow with patience. Plant today, but design for decades. Disconnection from home architecture breaks unity. A garden should feel like a natural extension of your house. Use similar materials, echo shapes from your rooflines, or align pathways with doors. When done well, the Japanese garden layout becomes part of your home's soul. Ignoring wind patterns can create discomfort. A seating area blasted by wind becomes unpleasant. Japanese garden ideas often use stone walls, dense plantings, or bamboo to break the breeze and protect calm zones. Study the wind before you place your bench. garden that's always the same lacks life. Introduce movable elements. A stepping stone can shift. A lantern may relocate. The garden breathes with small seasonal changes. Japanese garden layout welcomes impermanence. It's the art of subtle transformation. One large mistake, following rules too strictly. Japanese garden design has principles, not laws. Let your creativity and feeling guide your layout. If a rule doesn't serve your space, let it go. Your garden is not a replica. It's a reflection of you. Forgetting maintenance leads to quick decline. Even the best landscape design tips fail if not cared for. Rake gravel, trim pines, clean water features, tend with mindfulness, and your garden remains a living ritual, not a forgotten chore. Lastly, neglecting emotion is the quietest mistake. A Japanese garden isn't just about how it looks, but how it feels. Do you exhale when you enter? Do your thoughts quiet? Let emotion be your compass. The best Japanese garden layout doesn't impress, it moves you. Thank you for joining us on this mindful walk through common mistakes in Japanese garden layout and their gentle solutions. We hope these tips inspire your own DIY garden to bloom with peace, presence, and purpose. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and walk with us again.